Alright, so we just got done watching Sailor Moon, Season 1, Episode 46. This is the season finale, and this episode was, indeed, called Usagi's Everlasting Wish.
A reincarnation.
A new reincarnation.
Yeah.
Which I would say is the best title of the series.
Yeah. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Is what I have to say.
I had a pause.
How
do we even...
I was speechless. I mean, that was one of the greatest TV, experiences I've ever had in my entire life.
I would agree.
And,
yeah.
Maybe tear up.
Yeah.
Almost.
Me too.
It's
the power of
pretty
love.
Emotional.
Yeah. The power of love.
Like all the good Disney films, but times 1,000. Because this is Sailor Moon we're talking about. The power of love was cemented. Reminded me that
Yeah. I was thinking of Snoop Dogg's album Reincarnation, I guess.
You're a fan of Snoop Dogg's work?
Yeah, I had the Reincarnation reminded me of Snoop Dogg's album Reincarnation. At a point.
All right, so let's get into the episode. Before we get to that. So, last episode, all the sailors are dead. Okay, all the sailors are dead. That is what we believe as an audience, right?
Yeah.
All the sailors are dead.
All the sailors are dead.
Wait,
dead, man.
And rest in peace. We're upset for sure. And she's going to have the final confrontation with Queen Beryl. Just like bang, that's what's going on. And obviously,
done.
She sends in Endymion, Tuxedo Mask to fight with her. And you know what I noticed this about the last 3 episodes is that there's a slow pace, despite it being the big conclusion. Like the episodes are slow paced, but they kind of hammer. They're just like they're periods. You know what I mean? They're the end of the sentence.
And the last few episodes,
the inevitable.
The last few episodes have just been essentially battles.
Yeah.
In the last episode, though,
Basically.
it was like.
It was some Dragon Ball-esque.
Sure, yeah. The last episode prior to this one was more significant. However, it was just fights the whole time.
When this episode actually
and that's all it's been for a long time. So this episode was actually much more story-based, I felt like, rather than battle-based. Because
character-driven.
Or character-driven, at least.
And concluding narratives.
Yeah, and,
perhaps.
It brought me right back to the beginning, but,
so essentially, this episode, though, like to give a recap of the whole thing, is that Usagi, Sailor Moon, only one fighting, and she goes against Tuxedo Mask. They fight, and he uses the Black Rose.
Well, he's Endymion.
Right?
Endymion,
the Black Rose.
Yeah, So he uses the Black Rose. Sorry, I gotta get my notes in order. This was a crazy episode.
Page, man.
I gotta get my notes in order.
I wrote 200
The
pages
Black
of notes.
Rose. So in the middle of this, it's still going.
All right.
So Sailor Moon hits him with some moon healing escalation that doesn't work, but was very intense.
Right.
And he said something that gave me goosebumps because when he said Dumpling Head, when Tuxedo Mask called Sailor Moon Dumpling Head.
No, he didn't call her Dumpling Head. That's not what happened, big guy.
Is that not what happened?
No,
I was into my notes and I said, I asked.
No, she was channeling so much power or whatever, and then
it was a memory.
A flashback while fighting kind of thing.
My bad.
There's a lot of old footage used in this episode, I noticed.
Yeah. Deep in a lot of pages.
You reminded
of
me of was
the flashback that she had.
No,
an
interesting thing. This is the only episode, so. This is a cartoon with commercials that they want to make money off of, right? I mean, let's really break it down to its absolute core. Just for this, this is the season finale. Let's get crazy.
But I do like a lot of. I do have a lot of merch, and
for sure.
But
rock and roll.
It's still just capitalism.
Right. Exactly. And what I'm saying is, this is the season finale. So what they did is, most of the episodes they chew up a lot of time with their, songs, you know what I mean? Where they do the transformation, moon, prism, makeup, all that, whatever, all that stuff. And this episode, they actually skipped the songs, and there was a lot of just doing of the powers. Like they skipped the songs, but within that, they still wasted a lot of time with action. But it's okay because
I wouldn't say wasted though. Really,
it was really exciting.
It was very cool. It was like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but it was like Dragon Ball. It was better than Dragon Ball.
Because you could say that. It's more theatrical.
I was never a Dragon Ball guy. That's a little bit after my time. It's a little bit before.
It was
my
loving
time.
though, you know. You felt the connection though after all the
you
flashbacks.
you grew up on Dragon Ball, right?
Definitely.
You grew up on Dragon Ball?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't
Back
ever
in the
watch
day.
Dragon
I
Ball
got
for
into
my
it a little
review
after,
series,
but
Yeah.
so yes. Okay, yeah. Sailor Moon.
Love.
Sailor Moon was just channeling love, and of course love is gonna.
So she brings. I don't know what we're talking about, but she brings the
because
sailors back
I
to
lost.
life.
Okay, basically, I was so consumed in the episode, it was intoxicating.
There was this one scene, and I wish I wrote down. I couldn't either, but I wish I wrote down part of it. But there was this sort of very like psychedelic, pulling back scene where Usagi's doing a monologue. That's kind of absurd. You know what I'm talking about? Like you remember? You know what I'm talking about? All three of us said, "Well, we watched that. This is actually art. This is Like
she said some words.
Sincerely,
I don't remember what she said. I wish I did. But it
felt
was like
experimental. It felt avant-garde.
And it was kind of setting. So at the end of this episode, what's kind of implied is that artists and Luna know what's going on. It was avant-garde. There was avant-garde aspects to this.
There was
but she didn't want to kiss him because all of her other
in the scene,
no one else did. Like no one else kissed the boys that they liked. Then why should she? Why should she? It's like selfish, It was like, it was.
Exactly.
I'd say it was avant-garde for sure.
Man,
it's essentially kind of saying that, like, yes, Tuxedo Mask matters to me, but my friendship with my fellow Sailor Scouts is what really matters.
Yeah, man. Friends will last forever,
I mean, the whole show is based upon loyalty. And
just pure loyalty, and Tuxedo Mask has not been loyal. But you know what? As much as Mars and Moon, feuded, they were loyal. They were loyal to one another at the core.
Oh yeah, sure. And
love mantra flashback power.
Yeah, so there was like a portrait of Usagi and Tuxedo Mask kissing behind this flashback, this whole dream sequence, fever dream thing that was. Yeah, so that's kind of for me what made it seem almost experimental, and but Usagi brings Tuxedo Mask back is really what it comes down to here.
Yeah,
and. Queen Barrel's dead.
Yeah,
I guess we didn't say. Yeah, I guess I
and then blowing up.
But I knew that's how the season 1 had to end.
It had to end. But there's
with
more.
With Queen Barrel, though.
There's for sure more.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, there's more.
Yeah.
It's a whole new...
Holy crow.
Whole new chapter, eh?
Yeah.
And,
but, so they hard reset except for Luna and Artemis know what happened.
Yeah.
But the sailors don't. And that's sort of what's implied at the end. That's...
It's what
was really implied?
Sure, but it makes sense.
There was a lot of parallel universes, alternate realities implied. Like Queen Serenity.
Rick and Morty.
It's kind of like. I mean, that's where I got this.
I just got the bug.
Yeah, I'm kind of into it right now as well. I mean,
cool.
I was never really into it.
For sure. Yeah.
But I started thinking of I saw the Szechuan videos. It's no Sailor Moon. It's no Sailor Moon.
For sure. Absolutely agreed.
Can't compare Sailor Moon to Rick and Morty.
You can't.
Yeah, absolutely not. No.
And
it's like it's like a
parallel universe. So I feel like Queen Serenity
is.
She says I think Luna's talking about her. Artemis is like Queen Serenity died because she had to use the silver crystal to defeat. Queen Beryl or Queen Serenity, whoever she had to defeat, was not Queen Beryl, but basically, Sailor Moon used all her used all her energy, all her silver crystal energy on Queen Beryl.
Yeah.
All right, so it's been a good season. Well, you got something to say, Anthony?
No, it's good. It's good last episode. A good season ending.
Yeah.
It's I'm glad it's coming back.
What was the last episode of Sailor Moon that you have seen?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Probably semi mid-season. I do remember small aspects of this last.
How many years ago would you say it was that you last watched Sailor Moon prior to this episode?
I'd say when I was 10 years old. Okay. Maybe.
And you're about 29.
Yeah.
22. Like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'm feeling 22. Kind of right now.
Usagi Tsukino kind of looks like Taylor Swift.
These kids.
Interesting
nowadays.
All right. It was a heck of a season, eh? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I think I'm 27. 28? 19.
I think your birthday was...
That doesn't matter. 25, I think.
How old are these girls?
I stopped counting
In
after...
the dub, they're 17.
Yeah.
But we're watching the sub.
17. No, they're 14.
They're like, no, in the dub,
Back
they're
in
17. In the sub, they're 14. I
day.
think that's true. I believe this to be true. Might be false. But that being said, this was a crazy episode. These last 3 episodes were incredibly psychedelic, my friends.
Yeah.
A huge head trip, you know? Just... Woo.
I can't see, like, so this is... Sailor Moon's a little bit before my time, and I can't... You know, that would probably mentally damage a young child watching that on TV.
These last 3 episodes,
that was psychedelic.
Very tragic.
Girl, I'd probably...
Tragic, psychedelic, trippy, crazy.
This was a trippy one.
And...
But, you know, you
it's
probably
heavy.
gotta shake it off, you know?
It's heavy.
For
it's
sure.
Heavy.
No, you do.
When
It's
you're
like
young,
Taylor
you're
Swift.
like, oh,
You're
yeah,
right,
that's
because
You
you're
can
right.
shake it
It's
off
just
like
a cartoon.
You know the Taylor Swift song? Shake It Off? I think it's
Shake
on
It Off,
22.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like that stuff. Great music.
Good, yeah, T-Swift.
Do you have anything else to say?
Season 1.
Anthony
brings
Medved?
it
You
back.
got anything?
Brings it back to the beginning. Sailor Moon, back to the
You got
beginning.
anything else you want to talk about at all? Just a little bit for the camera? Anything?
Hopefully I get presented on Season 2, possibly.
I'd love that.
Cameo of the
I'd
last
love
episode.
that. I'd love
We
to
would
have you.
love to
We would
have you back
Yeah. Season 2, I'm
on
looking
the show.
forward, you know,
Season
why
2.
not?
Yeah.
Yep.
We've had a lot of great guests this week.
It was kind of a bad
we've had
episode to come into. You
Kiefer,
know, like, it was
Pascal.
kinda-
Kiefer Pascal.
This would be a good episode to come into.
Yeah.
Though. It was a good.
Anthony.
It was good. Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Speaking of which,
What's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
we have a little. We have a little present for our audience.
This was kind of the kind of episode that you could, like, you know, you could watch and you could just be a little toot toot, you know, you
Oh,
could be,
yeah,
toot, 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 toot,
Well,
like
up
that.
there,
You know what
yeah,
I'm feeling?
yeah, for
And
sure, you know.
and it's that kind of episode because, you know, I've never watched an episode like that ever. I refuse to do it because I need to be fully. I gotta make sure that I am in a clear state of consciousness when I'm watching.
But it's
Sailor
Sailor
Moon.
Moon.
I need to make because I need to pay attention because I'm a reviewer. I'm a TV show reviewer. All right, so I do this. You know, this is like a part-time job essentially. I get so
Yeah,
so I've never ever tried to watch Sailor Moon after little little you know
Yeah.
little
little
gooey
this,
gooey
yeah.
gooey
I gotta tell
little
the
gooey
truth.
gooey gooey.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand the like Queen Serenity, like Moon Princess stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not sure I get it. I get the like Queen Metalia, the Queen Beryl stuff. I don't get this entirely get this like, well, you are the princess, but you don't remember, but you're also like younger and older and like, whoa. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Entirely. I'm not sure that it matters, right?
But she's like the alpha.
What did you
She's
just
the alpha
right in
girl.
here? The alpha?
Yeah, she's like the alpha girl. You know, it's like
I guess so. She's
Why
the
not?
everything. I guess that's sort of the nature of a
The alpha.
sort of a spiritual god figure. Hey, I guess
yeah,
that's
female
the key
at
to
least. You know,
Sailor
it's-
Moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, goddess, shirt, whatever.
She's like the.
She's the one
crown
named Sailor
girl.
Moon. Yeah,
She's
the,
Sailor Moon. It's her show. You know, it's
not
it's
my
her
show.
squad. No, it's definitely not. It's not our show. You know. It's,
What do you call those?
Man.
You got the fire thing there.
It's just
Where's
an
where's
episode.
Sailor Mars? Where's Sailor Mars when
Just
you need
shows
her?
TV, man. Oh, excuse me, dude. I
Personally,
can't
actually,
believe I don't
I
even
pretty
know.
much only enjoy
What?
House of Cards.
After
I'm not an anime fan.
Yeah,
not
Kevin
really enough.
Spacey.
Pretty much just watch House of Cards.
yeah.
Never seen anything else.
after this episode, I don't even know where I am.
Yeah. I just started
I've
watching.
never felt this.
Are you still watching, bro?
I've never felt
Making
this.
Murder.
Is it
Shit's
good?
cray, man.
Is it good?
Making
How far
Shit's
are you
Murder.
in?
great. 4th episode.
Yeah.
Shit
It's
is
pretty, like,
fucking cray, man.
So
Like,
it.
Yeah.
I guess where you're from,
It's
you
after
can
hours.
say that.
It's
you know?
after hours.
I think that
the
shit's
F,
great,
the
man.
F
Why not?
bombs, the
No.
F bombs, you know. But
No.
you know, it's it's late night, you know.
Yeah, it's late night.
You know,
Sorry, you know, we're getting late.
we could get
There's
crazy.
a
Maybe
cowboy.
season 2 we could go a little Adult Swim. You know, we could go
A little Adult Swim. I've heard of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We could go a little bit of that.
It's it's all right.
You know that.
I don't like it.
Not-
but
Not like
it's
the channel,
done
no,
some.
not like
they've
the
done some
channel
good
though,
stuff.
like actual like the Late Swim. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
you
Last Call.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that.
Get be a
Yeah.
little crazy. You know, we
bit of
made
that.
it through season 1, and this episode was
A little
off
race,
the
a little
chains.
racier. This episode was
Ooh,
off
yeah.
the chains. Absolutely,
Off
yeah.
a lot of them, and man.
But it's interesting to see how much character development we got, except for Sailor Venus. Absolutely no character development for Sailor Venus. We got nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it essentially hits a hard refresh at the end there. And I'm curious to see how season 2 really picks that up because I really don't want to rehash. I want them to, learn from their experiences.
Yeah, and I don't want there to just be the same season with different antics, and I don't believe we're gonna get that because of this. This last episode was so in depth, and
no, it's gonna be different. For
so
sure.
it's got to be a little different, at least a little different.
Love mantra power flashbacks.
What about the Red Rose?
Red Rose.
Yeah, follow us on to
that was great.
Tuxedo Mask. Yeah, it was great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So that
Episode
was
bring me back.
That's the end of Sailor Moon season 1. Thank you for watching, beautiful people.
Thank you.
It's been a wild.
Thank you. Oh man,
It's been a wild couple weeks.
You gotta kill it.
Man, so we watched a lot of Sailor Moon in the last few weeks. And
Yeah.
let me tell you,
It's crazy we watched 46 episodes of Sailor Moon in this amount of time.
didn't take that long.
Didn't take that long at all. No
I'm surprised.
problem.
So season
Absolutely
2,
no problem.
I'm excited.
Hey, Anthony, you're a good kid. I love you. Vinny, I love you. Audience, I love you. Thanks for watching.